Join me on Tarot Machine. This is your monthly tarot reading for the month of December 2016, and this will be for the sign of Sagittarius. So let me go ahead and give these cards a shuffle to see what energies you'll be working with for the month. And also, let me give these love cards a shuffle to see what love energies you'll be having for the month. Okay, let's start with the first week. You could have already went through this energy for the first week, and the first card you have for the first week of December were the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and the Judgment card upright. Eight of Pentacles in reverse is that you shows that in your physical realm that you didn't have any hard work that was presented to you, or you wasn't at a place at your job or anything in your physical realm that you had to require to put extra energy to get any kind of tangibility out. Maybe it was nothing extra new that was given to you at your job that required any hard work, or nobody was bringing you certain sets of problems or anything that required you to be real meticulous when it came to solving a problem or making something materialize for you for the first week of December. The second card you have is the Hangman in reverse. So the Hangman in reverse is that maybe for that first week of December, that in prior time you was probably hanging on the fence, weighing your pros and cons about um, something that was presented to you, and you was trying to see if it was a benefit for you. But for the first week of December, you probably went through a period that you was tired of sitting on the fence, or you got all the information that you needed to make a judgment call on moving in a certain direction, so you decide to move in that direction to achieve something, to bring some kind of abundance in your life. The third card you had is the Judgment in the upright. So whatever you was on the fence about and decided to move forward on, it probably was more of a benefit for you. The Judgment is usually a card of being fair and balanced in a situation, usually contractual or work related or something that is more physical. And it showed that whatever you got off the fence on and started to go and take action on, that it worked in your favor, and it you became the winner in that situation. For your love aspect, you had the Ten of Wands in the upright. So if you were single, Ten of Wands is usually you probably met a person in the first week of December that they came to you, you was probably attracted to them, but it seemed like they had a lot of stuff on their plate in their own personal environment, and they could not fit love in on their plate. They was just talking to you, but they was more talking to you on a more of a tit and tat superficial level of just casual conversation. You probably was attracted to them, but you also seen that they had a lot of burdens in their personal life, and that could have been a turn off for you to try to bring them into your physical realm to try to start a relationship with them. If you was all already in a relationship with somebody, it was showing that you and your couple has been putting in a lot of work, and you both feel like something in your relationship has became a burden. And this could be a job related thing. Maybe you was working too much, and it was affecting your relationship. Either one of you was working too much, so y'all decided, each of you probably decided to re-examine how much time you was spending at work via versus at home, and you was sitting on making some adjustments on that level of not outweighing your time together versus working on a time and not having no connectability. So what it is you both made a call how to change your life so you can bring in more time for each other without focusing always on work. And it's more of a judgment call that y'all both came to agreement to not be as focused on each of your jobs to ruin the relationship. For the second week of December 2016, you have the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and the Three of Coins in reverse. So the Three of Wands in reverse is showing that it does not show that your past efforts don't go in vain. It's just saying that if you put something in the past that you hope it was coming in, it's not the time for it to reap its benefits for you. You may have did something in the past and set up different options, and you was hoping for one of them to come in with the ones you already set up permanently. It's just saying that the timing is not right, because usually in December, when it comes to business, it starts to slow down. It's just saying that the timing for you to foresee something to come to you tangible has not materialized yet. The second card you have is the Emperor and reverse. The Emperor in reverse is a person, usually they have a lot of control, they have a lot of authority. So maybe you waiting for this that haven't came through. You have lost a little bit of control, and it's more of a mental control. It's more of you're being erratic about whatever you set up and it ain't came in. You being coming kind of impatient about certain things, and you're displaying that attitude because maybe you is waiting for whatever you set up to come in, and it's making you anxious, impatient, losing control because you constantly worried about it because you was probably banking on it. So this is more of the feeling of you're losing control over an outside situation that you set up in the past. The third card you have is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So the Three of Pentacles in reverse is, at this time for the second week, you're not ready to work with anybody because your focus is more on what you already set up and what you want to wade in. Maybe you don't want to work with another group of people or a bunch of people because you want to see what you set up in the past will come through before you be dedicated to work in a group project. You might want to be isolated from people and want to handle stuff when it comes to work related stuff on your own, or personal stuff. It's showing that you rather be isolated and not work as a group because you don't want their opinions or their actions interfering with what you already have set in mind to help you be stable. For your love aspect, you got the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands, if you're single, you meet a person that's very calm, and you kind of levitate to the person. The person, he or she is presenting themselves with a calm attitude no matter what is going on in their life. They're not bringing it to a relationship and one on one. This might be something different for you, you know, and you wondering why this dude don't lose control, or he's one of these people that is always, nice. He don't want to argue about nothing. He might be a person that's kind of reserved, He might be a reserved type of person, and so you have to look out for those qualities if you're single. If you married, it's showing that as a couple, you're tired about arguing about different things that is ruining the relationship. Maybe you threw the whole concept of you should be the leader or whatever, or you should take the hymns of this relationship or whatever. You threw that out. Don't want to argue about it, so you trying to let it go on its natural course. But at the same time, both of y'all is isolating yourself to give yourself time and rethink some prior plans that y'all did together or prior actions that were making your relationship better, but nobody's trying to really take the head of making a charge move. But at the same time, y'all both is calm and y'all not really focused in that direction to cause an argument to ruin what is already existing in the relationship. For the third week of December for Sagittarius, you have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands upright, and the Three of Swords in reverse. So the Two of Swords is showing that you made a decision between two things already. The Two of Swords in reverse is showing that you maybe was blocked in some kind of move that you was making. It was like a either or situation. But for the third week of December, you already had made your decision. Maybe you made your decision and then you want to kind of move your life in another direction, or you want to get a different job, or you had a couple job options to you, but you already got it clear in your mind of what direction you want to go or what path you want to go on, because you're not blinded by it. You thought about it from whatever was offered to you. You thought about it from, you took a lot of thought on each of them, and you kind of is at a point that you want to make a decision and just go ahead with it. The second card you have is the Four of Wands in the upright. The Four of Wands in the upright is showing that you are a person that is focused. Maybe this decision you made is more of a something to have to do with home base, because you're focused on for that week having a solid foundation in your home. You could find out about a wedding during that week or be invited to a wedding at that on that week, but you're thinking about making sure that your home front and your personal foundation as solid as possible before moving on with this decision that you was crossed up with. The last card you have is the Three of Swords in the reverse. The Three of Swords, usually in the upright, means you stab in the back and feeling betrayed. But whatever decision that you made to make your foundation more better in your personal life, you feel it's a clean deal, or it has nothing shady about it. As once you made your decision and want to go to it, you feel that is a honest move that doesn't involve, it could involve multiple people, but all the people, all the characters in the game, and each of their personalities, and you're not getting the sense that they're personally, you analyzed all of them, whoever's involved, and none of them seem like they carry a characteristic that they're backstabbing, or they out for the money. And you feel that whatever decision you made or this move is a clean move, and it's an honest move, and it's kind of pure for you to go into it and get something out of it. For your love aspect, you have the Ten of Cups in the upright. The Ten of Cups is showing that for a single person, you is finding a person and linking up with a person that is all about having a happy home. A This is their thought, and when they meet you to link up one on one. They thinking about having the full family, the happy relationship, and being satisfied with having a perfect home life. And maybe that's something that you're looking for, so that person, he always is expressing that how important a relationship is, or how important the home facet is when it comes to a relationship one on one. So you may be attracted to that, you may be looking for that. After the holidays, you might be going through this emotion, and that might be something you're looking for. If you're a couple, it's showing that your home life for the third week, that's usually the Christmas week, is is basically perfect. You have the perfect relationship, you have the perfect experience when it comes to you one on one. You're both is being honest with each other. Your perfection with your relationship is building and sustaining a solid ground, and y'all both are linked, that you're never caught in a cross with each other. And maybe the holidays is bringing that around. Maybe the holidays became a glue for that, and that came out and through both of y'all that's in a couple. But it's showing that for that third week, that you're perfectly joyous. You're both of y'all at your peak as a couple in your heart sense. So, in the last week of December 2016, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups in the upright, and the Devil in reverse. The Queen of Swords is a person that you might come across in your daily actions, that she's usually very stern with their words. With her words, she's usually a person that knows how to take action and knows how to use her words to get what she wants. But if you dealing with her, you in the reverse, she is coming off real, like a real bitch. She's coming off hurtful. She's coming off using her words in a negative space against other people around her. She's using her words as a weapon. So it could be a boss, it could be anybody, that she wants to exert her power by over talking people. So you might be running with this character. Maybe you have to have that defense because people's coming at you real weird, but it's an energy that you're having, that you have to put your guard up. But you're not physically putting your guard up, you putting your verbal wall up. You laying your line in the sand, and you being nasty about it, or that person is being nasty about it. The second card you have is the Three of Cups in the upright. So the Three of Cups in the upright, even though you may be dealing with this person, you're finding time to connect with friends or family, and kind of unwind from dealing with this person. You may hear something about something that you was waiting for. Maybe the thing you was waiting for with the Three of Wands finally shows up, and it gives you a time to be joyous and celebrate, because it might be a move, basically, that you was sitting on the fence about to get away from her, and you probably got this new offer coming in, or you got a judgment that you was waiting for. The words finally, if you had a lawsuit or whatever, finally comes in on that last week, and you ready to celebrate and experience, your joy with a group of people, or your family, or whoever is around you that you consider family. The last card you have is the Devil in reverse. So the Devil in reverse is a card that you being unchained to something that is negative towards you. You might be trying to get unchained from this job situation. It finally comes through towards the end of the month, and you let that burden go, or you trying to unchain yourself from a habit, you just trying to unchain yourself from a vice that does not serve you a positive in your life. Make you can't not bring no joy out of it. You can't get nothing tangible out of it. It's just you're enchaining yourself, and you probably realize by the end of the month certain things or certain patterns that you're doing is not making you go forward in life. So you make a sound decision to go ahead and kind of de-chain yourself from that, so you can have a better job or deal with better people or have a better relationship or have better health. You decided to unchain that habit that doesn't fit your new criteria of where you're trying to be in life. The last card you have your for for your love sector is the three of coins in reverse. The three of coins in reverse is showing me that you found a person, if you're single, that is into, they super reserve, and they kind of reserve. You may meet this person at a club or whatever, and you see them by themselves, not saying that they're not chatty or whatever, but they always you always probably notice a person that you may find interested in, and they're always by themselves. They just isolate themselves when it comes to being around other people, and that's their natural characteristic. Also, with the three of pentacles in reverse, it shows another characteristic. Another characteristic is they can come off that they're very independent, or they are not interested of being with somebody at that time. So you could be running into a person like that for the last week of December. If you are a couple, it's showing that y'all both are taking time away from each other to deal with different aspects of your life. Maybe you're out with your friends, or your companion is out with his friends. Maybe there you have to deal with somebody at work that you don't want to deal with. It's just showing that you don't have no connectability for the week, because you both of y'all is isolated doing both things, and it could have a effect on the relationship. But I don't think it is. I think it's more as just you're being disconnected, because both of y'all is working on separate issues that are not making the union good as a whole. So each of you is trying to deconnect something that's not working in the relationship. You're just not working together. It's more of your companion is working on one thing that he or she feels is wrong in a relationship, while you're working on something but you're both are not connecting with each other to see if those are the real issues that is not making your relationship more solid. Both of y'all is working on individual issues within yourself, and you're just not working together to clear those issues out. It's not saying that the relationship is something wrong. It's just you're working on personal issues that you feel can make your relationship better once you let go of those things that are not working personally with each of you. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.